gonna use this celery to top our dip. I also like to use this in chicken salads. I change it up from time to time. Today is the simple basic version. We're gonna start by adding 3 pinches of salt, a couple of tablespoons of black peppercorns, a couple of tablespoons of sugar. This is white cane sugar. Some mustard seeds. I just pour, I don't even measure. Now we're gonna add some water and some vinegar. This is about a cup, but we're only gonna start with half. We'll do half of this one. We're gonna add a drizzle of our fermented garlic honey. Now we're gonna add our celery. You can add as much celery as you want. I'm doing it mostly for the buffalo chicken dip, so I'm just making a little one. A couple of bay leaves, a couple of cloves of garlic. The celery is completely submerged, so we have plenty of liquid. Cover this up and put it in the refrigerator. You want it to sit in the fridge for at least 24 hours. If you don't have 24 hours, it's not worth your time to make it. And it will stay good for a couple of weeks, so you have plenty of time to use it once you make it. When I was filming the 4-week update, I spotted these in the freezer and I got so tickled. I thought, this is gonna be perfect for the Super Bowl. I have never tried this brand. Picked up these at Aldi to have in the freezer in case they were needed for the holidays. They were not, so we're gonna try them out today. I keep this real simple. We're gonna have meatballs, some type of jelly. I want to finish off this strawberry jalapeno jam, 1 bottle of barbecue sauce, and a little bit of fermented honey. That's it. I said that was it. That's not it. I opened the bag. I smelled them. They smell like they have no seasoning whatsoever, so we need some Cajun seasoning. This Cajun seasoning has salt, pepper, garlic, red pepper. We have 2.5 pounds of meatballs, a sprinkle of Cajun seasoning. We are gonna use the rest of this. I would say it's 1/3 of a jar. We're gonna take our fermented garlic honey and we're gonna pour that. And then we're gonna put the whole bottle of this. Give it a stir. Another empty container. You could cook on high for 2 hours or low for 4 hours. We're gonna do low for 4 hours. Buffalo chicken dip is a go-to for the Super Bowl. Well, I don't have all the ingredients, so I'm gonna do a twist and I'm gonna do a different version. Kind of like a marriage between a jalapeno popper dip and the buffalo chicken dip. We'll see how it comes out. We're gonna use that turkey that I had pulled out of the freezer. We're gonna use a couple of jalapenos, an onion, some Cajun seasoning, some garlic powder. This is a sweet and spicy Tabasco. It has a different, distinct taste. We're gonna use some ranch dressing. We're gonna use buffalo sauce. We're gonna use some fermented garlic honey. I'm gonna shred some mozzarella, a 1/2 stick of cream cheese, and we're gonna use some cheddar cheese. I wish I had fresh bacon, or I wish I had bacon defrosted. I don't. I'm not gonna pull bacon out of the freezer just for a dip. But I do have a little bit of freeze-dried bacon that we can add to the dip, so there will be a little bit of bacon in it. And I'm using a little bit of bacon grease to brown the onion and the jalapeno peppers. First thing we're gonna do is brown this onion and pepper. Added a sprinkle of sugar. It's gonna complement the heat. It also helps caramelize the onions, which draws out the natural sweetness. We want nice caramelized sweet onions and peppers. Now we're gonna add our chicken. In this case, it's turkey. This could easily be turned into a meal, but I think it's gonna be an amazing dip. It'll be very hearty. A teaspoon of Cajun seasoning. This is bacon and sausage. The bacon will absorb the rest of the bacon grease. And now we're gonna turn this off, get this out of the pot. Now I'm adding a teaspoon of butter and our 1/2 stick of cream cheese. While we're waiting for the cream cheese to melt, come over here and start mixing my sauce. I'm gonna do this completely by taste. We'll add a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and we'll taste as we go. And we won't stop until it's really scrumptious. Let's start with the ranch. Let's do 1 cup of ranch. It's a little less than a cup, almost a cup. Next, we're gonna add some buffalo sauce. You can use Frank's or Crystal or any other kind that you have. Ooh, this stuff is extremely concentrated. That's why I didn't put 1/2 and 1/2. Let's give this a taste. Before we add more, let's try to add some of this other stuff. Let's add this Tabasco sweet and spicy. Give it a stir. Flavor combination is very interesting. Now we're gonna add the fermented garlic honey. Grab a new spoon. That's pretty good as is. I don't know if I want to add anything else. This cream cheese actually looks like scrambled eggs. And no, it does not taste like scrambled eggs. I had to taste it. I thought, is this some kind of secret that I didn't know about? But no, it just tastes like cream cheese. When you're satisfied with the consistency of the cheese, you can go ahead and add the sauce. Now we'll let this cream cheese dissolve a little bit into this sauce, and then we're gonna add half of the rest of our cheese. I put the cheddar cheese first, and then when I opened the mozzarella, it's sliced mozzarella, and so I put about 8 slices. I melted it, and then I just added this couple more, so probably 10 slices of mozzarella is what's in here, and a half a pound of cheddar. This looks like an ooey gooey wonderful dip already. Okay, once your cheese is melted, we're gonna add our meat back to the pot. Mix it all together. We're gonna fold the meat in. I just put it in the oven. We're gonna bake at 350 for about 15 to 20 minutes until it bubbles. Let's see what we got. Oh, that's pretty. After being in the oven for 15 minutes, this is beautiful. It's not even necessary to put it under the broiler. There's not a lot of extra grease pulling on the top. If there was, you can take a paper towel and blot it, but we're gonna let it rest. Okay guys, right before serving, I'm gonna take fresh green onions. And now I'm gonna take some of my pickled celery. You don't wanna put the peppercorns. I think this might turn out to be one of my favorite dips. It was so good out of the pot before I put it in the pan. But I want to taste this on a cracker and a chip so I can tell you which way's better. I'm just gonna take a spoonful out. Okay, I'm gonna taste it off the spoon first and see if it tastes the same after it was baked as it did before. It tastes a little different, but very, very good. Let's try on a cracker. This dip will be going really fast. It's buffalo dip. It's just a different variation, and it has the best of all dips combined in one. It has a little bit of the jalapeno popper. It has a little bit of a French onion dip, but ultimately it's a buffalo chicken dip. Might be the ultimate buffalo chicken dip. All right, let's try it with the chip. This is gonna disappear really quick. Wow. So it's been 4 hours. The meatballs are ready. Let's give them a stir. You do not need to thicken the sauce. It's perfect. Let's go ahead and get a meatball cooling. Let's give it a taste. This is Aldi store brand. I had never tried it. This is the first time. It's hot. It's really good. To me, they all taste the same. Sam's, Costco, Aldi, the classic party meatball. This dip, and this is an example of how I didn't have everything to make buffalo chicken dip the way I normally would, but I improvised. I took what I had and I turned it into the best of multiple dips that we like. Ultimately, it still is a buffalo chicken dip. It's just got extras that make it really, really good. And this is classic. A lot of people use grape jelly. I use strawberry pepper jelly. There's not much difference. I will happily make this again, and I have made this several times. All right, guys, y'all enjoy the Super Bowl. Let me know in the comments below. What kind of substitutions did you come up with? What are you making? And who are you rooting for? Till next time.